welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am trying out some new makeup that I recently got. And by new makeup, I don't necessarily mean new to like the industry, but just new to me. And the best thing is, I think everything but one item is drugstore. So it's pretty much all affordable, and this is the look that I came up with. It is a pretty bold look. I was going to do a nude lip, but then I remembered that I got a red lip to try after I did this eye look. So this is the look that I came up with, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Before we jump in, please make sure to subscribe down below. You can give this video a big thumbs up and leave in the comments down below any videos that you want to see next from me. So other than that, let's just hop right into the video. Okay, so I did go ahead and do my eyebrows and prime my eyes like I usually do, just because that step's the same every time. I just used some concealer and then I set it down with some translucent powder. So for my eyes today, I'm going to be using this Profusion Velvet Matte 21 Shadow Eyeshadow Palette, and it looks like this. All matte shades. It looks so pretty. It has really pretty tones in it. I've actually never used this before. It does look used though, because Devin used it in my Boyfriend Does My Makeup challenge, which we did film. It just did not go very well, so I never posted it, but that's the only time I've ever used this palette, so I'm so excited to be trying it out. And this was only like $10, I think, so it's really inexpensive. So super excited. For my look today, I saw this look on Shay Mitchell that I really wanted to do. Let me pull it up. And I just thought it'd be pretty to do since we're just playing around with makeup. If I can find it, of course. So it's this like really pretty kind of smoky eye. I don't know. It looks really pretty. It's all my eyeshadow, so I thought it'd be fun just to kind of take that inspiration and do that something similar today. So I'm working with really dirty brushes. I need to clean my brushes so bad. They're so dirty. I need to clean them. So for my first shade, I'm going to take this shade here called Slender, and I'm going to take this on a Morphe M504 brush, and I'm just going to run this all in my crease. Like I said, I've never tried this eyeshadow palette before, so she had it very like in her upper crease area, so we're just going to focus in this area here and really bring it in to the eyebrow. Okay, so now taking a more precise brush, this is the Morphe M433. I'm going to take the shade Indulge here so we can start deepening up the crease, and hers was like really high up. It was like way up in here, and it was a very rounded shape. So it wasn't very like blended either. So that's what we're gonna go for. We're also gonna cut our crease, so if you do mess up and it doesn't look great, it'll look a lot better once you cut the crease, so that will help. So I'm gonna take a little pencil brush now and take the shade Cozy here. And I'm just going to really, I'm sorry, Maya's here, my dog, and she's just walking around crying, so she just is just a lot. But anyways, and taking that shade, I'm just going to really work on defining that line. And then going back in with Morphe M433, I'm just going to kind of blend it out a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit more of that dark shade called Cozy, and I'm just going to kind of work this on the outer portion of my eye here, just to kind of bring some depth into it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this eye, and then I'll be right back. So I just quickly cut my crease, and we're gonna blend it all together and stuff so it looks a lot better. But I'm gonna take the shade Mellow and Sugar mixed together. So Sugar is like a pure white and Mellow's a little bit yellow, mellow yellow. So I'm gonna kind of mix those together and pack that on my lid just so it's like a little bit closer to my skin tone than just white. And then taking that Morphe M433, I'm gonna take the shade Indulge here, which is that warmer brown, and I'm going to start working that on the outer corner of the eye just to kind of start blending out these harsh edges, because we really only want the cut crease to be in the inner part here. So just buffing out those edges, making it like a gradient effect. I think overall the eyeshadows blended out pretty well. I The darker the shade though, it seems like the harder it gets to blend out. Like that shade Cozy, like it just, as you can see, especially on this eye, it kind of looks patchy, and I just tried to blend, and I really can't get it to blend out any more than that. So that is what's just gonna have to go. So yeah, that's probably as good as it's gonna get. I'm trying to do this like somewhat quick just because the video is not about the tutorial, it's about trying out new makeup. So yeah, eyeshadow is done. And now moving on to eyeliner, I want to try out this LA Girl, what is this? LA Girl Glide Gel Liner. This is in the shade brown, just brown. So it's just a brown liner, and I'm going to, ooh, that was actually really pigmented. I have to get close for this, but I'm just going to create a line on my lash line up top here. Wow, okay, this is way darker than I thought it was going to be, and it's actually really creamy. Okay, so I kind of messed up, and I messed up this eye, and I made it way too thick, so then I try to kind of match it on this eye. So we're just gonna go with this. I think once the lashes are on, it'll look fine. I just made the outside a little bit thicker than the inside to kind of give it a more of a little bit of a cat eye effect. It's not really cat eye, but whatever. And I'm just kind of blending it out just to kind of, so it's more of like a buffed out smoky line rather than just like a harsh thick line of liner. So yeah, that's what we're going with. It doesn't look the best. Once the lashes are on though, I think it'll look fine. Oh my gosh. But overall, I really like that gel liner. For mascara, I've heard Essence mascaras are really good. So I got this Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. They do have one that's like a Lash Princess. It's in, I think it has blue packaging, like black and blue. And that one's like the most popular one by Essence. But they were sold out of it, so I did get this one. I'm really excited to try it because I always use my L'Oreal mascara, so I'm really excited to try a new one. Okay, so it's definitely not the best mascara I've ever tried, but it's not the worst. I feel like it gave me more length than it did volume, but did make a difference in my lashes. But I'm just hooked on my L'Oreal mascara that I just have to compare any mascara to it, just because I believe that one's like $9, and it's just the best mascara I've ever tried besides the Too Faced Better Than Sex. For lashes today, I'm going to be using some Eyelusre Luxe lashes in the style Opulent. So I have worn these one time, like not these ones physical that I'm using, but I did, I think, two New Year's ago. Doesn't sound right, but I used them 2 years ago on New Year's. And I really like them. I just didn't repurchase for some reason. So they're just really pretty, kind of fluffy and long. So I'm really excited to try these. I think they'll look really good with our eyes. Gosh, that eyeliner is driving me crazy. And lash on. I think that these look really pretty with the eye look. And they're just such, like, they look so expensive. And they were only like $12, I believe, which is not bad for lashes at all. So I'm going to go pop the other eye on, and then we will start on the face. To prime, I'm going to be using this Makeup Revolution baking oil. It's like a hydrate. It says it hydrates and preps for flawless makeup application. So I'm really curious to use this because it said that you can use it on dry and oily skin. So I don't know. I don't know if this is new or not, but I've definitely never seen anyone use it before. And it comes out like a dropper. Like, I don't know. It's like actual oil. So I'm just going to put like just a little bit on my face because I don't want like a oily face. So I'm just going to kind of, I guess, just rub it in. It smells kind of good. It smells citrusy a little bit. So my skin does feel really soft. Like now that it's sinking into my skin, it's not very oily. It's just more soft. But it doesn't really have any like smoothing effect to it. Like, looking at my skin, I can still see all my pores, and if I put foundation on, I'm sure it's going to sink right into them. So maybe you might want to like use 2 primers if you are someone who likes to smooth out your skin. But also, I do remember reading on the website that it said that you can use it like on your cuticles and stuff, which I thought was really cool. So it's like it's a real oil. For foundation, I'm really excited to try this out because I wanted like a BB cream, CC cream, or a foundation that had really good ingredients for your skin in it once again, just because, I mean, just with class, I wear the same makeup every single day, so I want something that isn't like really bad for my skin. It has at least some benefits to it. So I did get this at Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. And I got this because it has a brightening complex with vitamin C, ginger, and cold pressed avocado with a melon blend, and it boosts radiance and maintains skin natural moisture levels all day for comfortable wear. So I thought this sounded like a perfect foundation to go to for college, to go to class in. So that's why I got that. I did also get this these e.l.f. booster drops, and these are the antioxidant ones. They have a bunch of ones. But they have like nourishing ones, hydrating ones. I got the antioxidant ones because it said somewhere on here. It just has, once again, you can see the common theme that I'm looking for now. It's just, it has really good ingredients for your skin in it, and you can mix them into any foundation. So I don't think I'm going to use them today because I do have a new foundation and a new primer, so I feel like adding these drops in, I'm really not going to be able to tell a difference. But I will tell you the texture, like just the, texture. Doesn't really smell, but it feels almost like, I don't even know how to explain it. Not like an oil, but like a gel. That's how it feels, like a gel. It almost has like a little bit of a tacky feeling to it, but it feels like a gel. So if you're wondering how those felt. Back to the foundation, I actually am going to be using a foundation brush today to apply my foundation. I've been using foundation brushes a lot more, and I've really been liking the results. So I'm going to be using the Morphe M439. This is like my all-time favorite foundation brush. Yes, I know, I need to clean my brushes really bad. It's gross. I mean, I'll probably do that tonight. But nice thing about this is it comes with a pump, and I'm just going to pump a few pumps on here. I hope this is my shade too. This is in the shade Buff. Oh, this is in the shade Buff. Okay, it looks a lot darker. Oh, great. In there than it does on here. So the foundation that I've been wearing on a daily basis right now is this Physicians Formula Healthy Skin Foundation in the shade MW2. And this has a doe foot applicator, so I'm just going to apply a little bit around the edges of my face here just to kind of deepen this foundation up, because it is really pretty, but it's just a little light for me and doesn't have that much coverage, so I don't think I'll get cakey by doing this. And this foundation, you guys, I don't ever hear anyone talking about it, but it is such a good foundation, the Physicians Formula one. You can wear it for like 12 hours a day and it still looks pretty good at the end of the day. Your skin just looks so good. It has SPF 2 and it's a brightening complex, so it's a really good everyday foundation. I don't know why no one ever talks about Physicians Formulas like foundation, only their bronzer, but I don't know, it's so good. That definitely looks better. It definitely deepened up my skin a little bit just so it wasn't like super ghostly. So we can work with this now. For concealer, I was going to use this one. I'm going to still try it and see. Hopefully it's not too dark, but this is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Light. I don't have a new concealer, and this is like my go-to all-time fave, and it is too dark. So, I'm actually going to use this a little bit. And then I'm also going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Porcelain, and this is really light, so hopefully together these two should be perfect. I'm just going to blend all this out with my beauty blender. Okay, so now that I have like foundation and concealer on, I definitely can see that oil kind of, not in a bad way, but I can see kind of like my foundation almost like mixing with it. And my foundation is creasing a lot. I don't know if that's from the Becca one, but the Physicians Formula normally doesn't crease like that, and it's creasing a lot. So I don't know if that's the oil too. But my skin in here kind of doesn't look the best. Like even in the light you can kind of see it looks really textured. So I'm not sure why, but It may be because of that oil. To set everything down, I am going to use this Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder. And I love this for under my eyes. It is so good. It's like such a fine milled powder that it's just perfect for it. So I'm going to take my beauty blender. We'll first blend out all the creases and just pack it on. I don't like to bake, so I just press a lot of powder underneath my eyes. I guess I am. I'm just gonna go ahead and set my entire face since we're here with it. I just realized too, this whole time you guys haven't even been able to see my t-shirt. It says more love, love more. I just think it's so cute. I got it from Urban Outfitters. I'm just obsessed, so I just want to show it. So for bronzer, I'm really excited to try this out. This is the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Natural Glow Face Palette, the Fresh and Flawless, it says. Yeah. So it has a bronzer, blush, and maybe a highlight in it. So I'm really excited to try this. This is what the packaging looks like. It does, my fingerprints are all over it, but it is like super sleek. And it was very inexpensive, but I love like how high-end it looks. This is what it looks like. But my blush, it like kind of looks dirty. I don't know what that is in there, but moving on, the bronzer shade looks really, really pretty. It looks like it's not too warm, which I love, like a more cool tone bronzer, so I'm really excited to try it. So I'm going to use this MAC 135 brush and just take some on there and start bronzing my face. Okay, so I'm going to try a more dense brush with it just because I feel like the pigment isn't really there that much. So I'm going to be using, this is the Morphe M530. This is the brush I always use for my bronzer, but sometimes my bronzer is a little harsh when I use it, so I've been trying to use a more fluffy brush. But for a case like this, I think a more dense brush is probably better. It is really pretty. It just doesn't have a lot of pigment, I would say. But it is pretty. It's not bad. Not bad for the price. I think this was only like around, I want to say $7 to $10 too for all of this, so not a bad price at all. For blush, I'm obviously going to be using the same blush out of here. These don't have any shade names on them, but these almost look identical. This one has a little bit more of a peachy undertone to it, but I am going to be using this one since this one has something dirty in it, so I'm just going to stick to this one anyways. But yeah, so we'll see how this is. And I'm just applying it almost like right above my bronzer. I'm not really going to take it too far in the apples of my cheeks. Now this I like. This blush is really pretty. The blush, I feel like I like something more subtle, whereas the bronzer I like something more pigmented. And this blush is really pretty. Now this does have a highlighter in it too, but I actually purchased a separate highlighter. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter, and this is in the shade Pearl. I was going back and forth for so long whether I wanted to get the shade Pearl, which is like this white one, or Champagne. But I feel like I have so many champagne color highlighters that I thought I would just try this one, but it smells really good too. I don't know, I thought this would be really pretty and look really natural on the skin, so I'm going to try applying it with my fingers just because it looks like something you would apply with your fingers. So feels really buttery. Obviously. It almost has like glitter chunks in it from what I'm seeing. I'm gonna take it on a brush and try to apply it up here. Yeah, this is definitely not my favorite. I feel like it would be pretty as like an inner corner highlight or as an eyeshadow topper maybe, but it does have glitter chunks in it, which some inexpensive highlighters do, but from Physicians Formula, I thought that it would look a lot nicer, especially since their butter bronzer is so creamy. I thought their highlighters would be too. I'm going to try the e.l.f. highlighter now since we might as well, since we're here, and just kind of go on top of it just to see what this highlighter is like. Okay, yeah, now this highlighter is a lot better. Has more of that like wet sheen rather than chunky glitter in it. Now my nose is like extra highlighted, but I really like this highlighter. So before we finish anything else up, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with my Mario Badescu facial spray. This is the Aloe Chamomile and Lavender one. Just a little squirt. Just to help everything sink into the skin. So let's finish up this lower lash line because we're almost done. I'm going to keep my lower lash line pretty simple just because I always do. It's my least favorite step of my makeup for some reason. So I don't really like to spend a lot of time on my lower lash line. But I'm first going to take the shade the Slender here and run this from inner it's got that on my shirt. From inner corner to outer corner along my lower lash line. And you can bring this down pretty far just because it's like a light transition shade. I'm pretty much going to go in the same order that I did on the top of my eye. Moving on to the shade Indulge, I'm just going to use the same brush. And I'm just going to focus this a little bit closer to my lash line. And finally, taking that shade Cozy on a little pencil brush, I am just going to run this just kind of right into my lash line. Because we are going to put some brown eyeshadow down, so this will look really nice, just kind of blended into it. And I'm going to run this from inner corner to outer corner. I just stabbed myself in the eye. Before I blend any more, I'm just taking this LA Girl eyeliner in my waterline here. And as you can see, it does apply really nicely. Like, that is a dark eyeliner. I don't know, obviously, how it wears throughout the day, but that looks really nice on my lower lash line. This is like a $3 or $4 eyeliner and it looks really good. For lips, I got this NYX Candy Slick Glowy Lip Color in the shade Red. And I just don't think that red's going to look very good with this look. But I feel like I should try it because it's new. And I think this is actually new for NYX too, or like these glowy lip colors. So, I mean, I guess it'll kind of go with my shirt. So, whatever. We'll try it. It may not look the best, but I feel like it looks like a lip gloss almost. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's really thick. Okay, so this is the lip color on. I don't really know how I feel about it 100%, honestly. It's a little sheer. I guess I could use a lip liner, but formula-wise, it is really pretty, but I feel like it would be really pretty in a nude color because for red, it doesn't dry down. It kind of stays like this glossy consistency or texture, so I feel like it would get on your teeth a lot. Like, even applying it got all over my teeth, which is gross. So this is the completed look and video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I would say out of all of these products, I would say the eyeshadow palette probably stood out to me the most, just because it was one of the most affordable things. It was, I believe I got it from Target for like $9, I think $9 or $10, and you get 21 eyeshadow shades. They're all matte. It's like you can just, I mean, really, especially for beginners, like, you really don't need any more than this. You have a black, you have a white, you have everything in between, so I just thought that this was a really good palette for the price, and I do think that the eye look did come out pretty decent. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. The thing that I liked the least was definitely the Physicians Formula highlighter. 100%, this, I can still see the glitter chunks on my skin. I definitely do not like this at all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.